Faith Rodgers and her parents, Kelly Rodgers and Pastor Charles Rodgers, join us only on CBS This Morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I think when you hear part two, there was so much in part one. This is the reckoning. How has your life changed since this, Faith?
My life has changed drastically. Some for the better, some for the worse. It's definitely been a crazy experience from when I talked to you 2 years ago to now. Things have changed. She's in custody, so feels like a long time coming, but it's only been under 2 years.
Does it feel like a victory at all? I mean, especially again, when you hear the word
honestly, it doesn't. Like him being in jail, it doesn't stop my life from moving forward. It's never gonna stop me being attached to him or the documentary. It's never gonna stop the backlash. If anything, it's kind of worsened since he's in jail. It's a whole bunch of angry fans so it really hasn't gotten any better. Knowing he's in jail, that's just knowing he's out. He's not hurting anybody else, but people who he hurt are still being affected, even though he's in jail. So.
Kelly, Pastor Charles, you watched your daughter deal with this backlash, which as parents, must be extremely difficult.
Absolutely. It's very difficult to see your daughter hurt, and when she's just a very young person trying to live her life, and all of this attention she's gotten, there's been a lot of negativity. We often worry about Faith's well-being, her safety, when she's out trying to live her life. You know, many times she's attacked verbally, she's been attacked physically. It's pretty traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about how Faith got into this situation, you know there are going to be people who watch who think the parents had some role. How do they not prevent this? How could they let their daughter get involved in something like this? When you guys look back, well, first, what do you say to people who think that? And then second, when you guys look back, is there anything you would do differently in raising her to not have a case like this?
I don't know that we would do anything differently. All you can do, you can't make choices for your kids. You can just only guide them, show them the way, try to teach them the right way to live and make good choices, but ultimately it's gonna be up to them. We ourselves were young and we didn't always make the right choices. Sometimes our parents told us what was right and what was wrong, and sometimes we chose wrong, and there's always consequences, you know. That's one of the things that I teach my children, is there are consequences for your choices. Your life is a series of consequences that you've chosen.
The three of you shared a look when we were reading the statement at the top of this from one of R. Kelly's representatives, saying that basically the girls in this docuseries are out for notoriety. They've always been out for notoriety. Tell me what was going on with that exchange of glances.
It's just something like I've learned to just like kind of just laugh at this point, because I've addressed it over and over. I can keep addressing it. It's gonna keep being, they're out for money. When other people were with him and dated him, they got cars, bags, shoes. Faith never got any of that. That's never what I wanted.
Let me ask you something here. One survey found that 60% of Black girls experienced sexual abuse before the age of 18. And the Justice Department says that for every Black woman who reports a rape, at least 15 do not. Do you think that the attention that has been placed on R. Kelly, on the alleged victims, will help people come forward, will change that narrative?
Absolutely, and I can just say that just because before the documentary came out, I was in New York filing, trying to get charges against him picked up, and I went, and one of the detectives, she was like, "Why did you wait?" That's the first thing she asked me was, "How long ago was it?" And she was like, "Why did you wait?" And I could have easily like got discouraged and walked away, and I'm like, it's stuff like that and people's words that really make you second think what you do before you do it. But at the same time, I knew, okay, they're not gonna pick it up, I'm gonna try somebody else. And eventually it did get picked up, and I'm involved in the federal case. Anything they need me to do, I'm willing to participate in and help in.
Do you expect to testify?
Yeah.
If they ask me, then I'll do my part.
What do you want to happen at his trials?
He needs to go to jail forever. There needs to be no getting out, no anything. I feel like it hasn't just been me, so if you wanna just talk about the people in the documentary, let's talk about the people that weren't in the documentary. Mm-hmm. It's a track record. So even if it's not justice for me, for the next person, that's good enough.
And if I may, that was originally, when we found out what had happened, and we consulted with attorneys and whatever. That was our objective. It never was money. Our objective was to, we knew that there were some other young ladies there. There were other victims, and by Faith coming forward, that was our objective originally, just to hold him accountable, and to also, we were told that it would help in other cases and actually free those young ladies that he had at the time, that are, since from our understanding, are no longer with him. It's never been money. We haven't gotten a dime. God has blessed us. We work. We earn our living. Our daughter's well taken care of.
But there's a reward in making a difference.
There is, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Faith, Kelly, Pastor Charles Rodgers, thank you all for being with us this
Thanks.
morning and coming on the show.